Hello my beans, happy Vlogmas day 10. Ooh, exciting. I wanted a video for you because my last two videos have been me being like, ill, bleh. So I am still ill, but I am going to chat to you about my favourite films. There's no number, there is no order because I watch a crap ton of films. I love films, I love what film can do. I love all genres of films. The really stupid first is my favourite directors. One of them is Wes Anderson. I adore his films. I love the sets, the costumes, the script, the humour. It's really dark in places and hilarious in others. Royal Tenenbaums is, I think, the first film I ever saw of Wes Anderson, and it is incredible. The Grand Budapest Hotel is stunningly beautiful, I think. There are so many characters in it, it's just glorious. I also do love Life Aquatic, Moonrise Kingdom, and Darjeeling Limited. I can't talk about all of them because I'm going to be here all day. Or all night really, because it's night time. Next favourite director is Hayao Miyazaki, the incredible creative behind Studio Ghibli. His films are stunning. Spirited Away was the first film I ever saw of his, and the world just captivated me. It is so detailed and beautiful, and if I could buy every cell that there was ever made for the Studio Ghibli films, I would, because they are just utterly beautiful. The Cat Returns is a gorgeous little film. It's really funny, and I love Haru from the start. Yeah, it's just a really sweet film. And My Neighbours the Amadas is all about a family dynamic, and it is just, it's lovely. The little stories in the whole film are really engaging and lovely. If you just make me happy and watch all of these, please, and the rest of them, there is a whole load of them. There are so many more that I absolutely adore. The last, I may not love every work he's done, but one of my absolute favourite films is Kill Bill. My favourite scene is the Oranishi scene in the Japanese garden to Spanish guitar music. It is just gorgeous. I love it. Everything about that scene makes my soul happy. Another series of films that I kind of have to include in this video because I'm a giant dork is Harry Potter. I grew up on the films. I didn't read the books until I was a lot later, but I adore these films. These films to me represent time. It represents me and my sister going with my aunt to see them in the cinema, usually when my parents went away. And it was just a really nice thing we got to do, and I don't know, there's so many lovely memories attached to these films, and I just adore them. Some of the kind of older classics that are my favourite films. The first one is Calamity Jane. This film is my childhood. Me and my sister used to watch this film a lot. This film came out in like 1953. I would love to know at the time what it would have been like to go and see this Doris Day, a beautiful woman, in this more masculinized, not so pretty role. So I love Calamity. She is ballsy and and daring and fantastic. I just love her character. And the second kind of old classic that I love is Rear Window. It's just such a good story. It's a really great concept. You know, this one singular character looking out into all of these other characters' windows and seeing their lives unfold while he has a broken leg. It is just, it's so simple, but it's so wonderful. Cannot recommend this film more. Grace Kelly was absolutely stunning in this film. Absolutely stunning. Her dresses are the most gorgeous things. Kind of cult classics. The first one I absolutely love is With Nail and I. Although this film usually attracts the actor, thespian, film lover, kind of college student, I watched this and it took my mind off a lot of things, so I really enjoyed the story. I love Richard E. Grant, and Paul McGann is quite the looker in this film. So I just really liked the relationship of these two characters and their utter nonsensical rubbish that they would come out with. But I then read the screenplay for this and it is brilliant. I recommend the screenplay totally, completely. And the next kind of cult classic is Lost in Translation. This film is so quiet and beautiful. It's not loud, it's not in your face. It is simple, beautifully executed, and it's lovely and sad at the same time. I couldn't recommend it more. It's just wonderful. Some of the absolutely ridiculous films that may not be Oscar winners, but are sure as hell fun to look at. Next one is Ace Ventura Pet Detective. This film is hilarious. I love Ace Ventura. He's utterly ridiculous. Next one is Complete Cheese, and I know this, and I own it completely. It's She's the Man. Amanda Bynes in this film is hysterical. Love her. Love her to pieces. And I obviously love a good football film, because Bend It Like Beckham was also one of my favourites as a kid. I just find it so funny. And I constantly quote, bros, brothers, brethren, in the most of my days. I absolutely love it. This next film is a film that I put on when I'm feeling a bit down and I just want to escape my brain for a bit. It's Lords of Dogtown with the late and fantastic Heath Ledger. This film is about the Z-Boys and their start in life. I find these people very interesting and I love the film. I think the music is great. The whole vibe of the film is really great. And the stories are really engaging, and I love movies that are based on real people that I can go and research afterwards and find out more about them. So I love this film, and this recently came out on Netflix, so go and watch. And the final three are the foreign films that I love. So the first one is Battle. I have the Japanese cover on it, so it's Battle Royale. This is the proper Hunger Games, by the way. This is the best fight for survival film, I'm gonna say, ever. Basically the premise is the whole year of students in a Japanese high school are driven to an abandoned island and told, if you don't kill each other, we'll kill you. And the last person who remains wins. And it's fantastic. I definitely 100% recommend this film if you haven't seen it. It's so good. The next one is Angela. It's a French film by Luc Besson. I love this film. Jamal Debbouzy is a fantastic actor. He usually plays the simple character, but in this he is a fully complex, interesting character, and he's fantastic to watch. To me, it is a story about figuring out how to try and love yourself, and I think it's a really important film, but it also is funny and sad and interesting. It's a wonderful. And my final film that I absolutely love, I will never not have this in my collection. It's Volver. This film is so good. Almodovar classically hates men, so it's really interesting to see what he does with male characters. Probably a generalization, but I'm down. Penelope Cruz is also in the film. It's set in Spain, by the way, it's in Spanish. And it is a family story. And it's about the women of the family and their lives and how they cope and how they deal with certain situations, and it's their strength and willingness to do whatever it takes kind of thing. There is very, very few men in this film. Very few men. So for the feminist in me, I do love this film. It really did surprise me the first time I watched it, and I kind of just fell in love with it. So yeah, really long list of films, but it's Vlogmas, so I can just vlog about whatever I want. I really hope you enjoyed this video. What are your favourite films? Is there any Brazilian films that you like that I should watch? I've heard City of God is really good, but... So yeah, they were all of my favourite films from a lot of different genres. I can never pick just one. I'll never talk about my top 10 because there's never a top 10. There's always a top 100 million billion movies because I love them. So yeah, that's Vlogmas Day 10 done. I really hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you tomorrow.